J.K. Dobbins, season debut, 27 for the Ravens, is Jackson out of a clean pocket. Bails to his right, runs away from Judon and gets pushed out of bounds. This electric offense for the Ravens behind Lamar Jackson, even with the injuries they've dealt with. 30.
Because this identity of this team, pressure defense, ground control, physical style offense, they're getting close to be able to play their style.
Yeah, it's been the #1 rushing offense in the NFL over the last 3 seasons. Jackson looks to throw on second down. Here is Dobbins. Pushed out of bounds, and it's third down. Against this New England defense, Darryl, top 10.
Outside, a little bit of safety experience as well. So very challenging for Lamar Jackson today to identify what they're doing from a coverage standpoint on the back end.
Empty set on 3rd and 4. 4 to choose from for Jackson from the top of the screen. It's knocked down at the line and incomplete. And a 3-and-out forced by this Patriots defense to start the day as Daniel Okwale got his hand on that. Miles Bryant goes back to return the punt from the rookie Jordan Stout. Bryant has it slipped to his fingertips. On top of it at the 11. This offense going to work. Jones, the 15th overall pick last year, had a nice rookie season with a win in Pittsburgh last week. He's 11-8 as the starter. 20th career start today for the second-year man from Alabama. From the 11, they begin with a pass. Jones given time. He's got Parker. Devontae Parker. Biggest gain is the Patriot. Out across the 40. They've been waiting for this guy to get going. Acquired in a trade from Miami. Breaks off 31 yards on their first. Maybe going to have to be more than that today. Jacoby Myers, Mac Jones' favorite target, out with an injury. First carry for Damian Harris. It goes for a few. Take a look at the rest of the lineup for New England. 29th in the NFL through the first 2 weeks.
Break it down, you simplify it, you make it user-friendly, and then you start adding back in the things that you do well.
That was the play caller, Matt Patricia, with Josh McDaniels, the longtime OC, now the head coach in Las Vegas. Here's a flag down on 2nd and 7 as Kendrick Bourne has the catch. Chuck Clark brings him down. Let's see what the call is. Defenses. Last year they struggled. Last week they got torched. 547 yards for Miami in that comeback win. Jones to throw again. To the sideline this time for the tight end, Jonnu Smith. Yeah, that 35-14 lead going into the 4th quarter, and then especially the pass defense struggled mightily as Tua Tagovailoa went 36 for 49 for 469 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, and you're just not able to do what you want to do. They don't have their edge rushers, Tyus Bowser, David Ojabo, the draft pick this year in the 2nd round, both trying to come back from the Achilles tendon injuries. So you don't get the pressure up front. Some injuries on the back end, some guys trying to get back and get healthy.
Pressure coming on 3rd down and getting there. Patrick Queen sacks Jones. First round pick in 2020. Leading tackler both years for the Ravens, and he comes through to force the punt.
And if you're having trouble getting there with 4, just
sack against a Pittsburgh team that had gotten 7 sacks week 1. Jake Bailey to punt it. Devin Duvernay waits back. Dangerous return man has his hands on it.
Demons last week against Miami, when the year before they went all up, all out blitz on him, and he torched him last week in that game.
His 11th career 100-yard rushing game, NFL record for a quarterback. He passed Michael Vick in doing so, and we've had this matchup before.
Got to bounce back on that next snap and get ready to defend him again.
On 2nd down, Jackson looks to throw. Scampers out of the pocket. Lamar Jackson throws on the move, and it is Mark Andrews unable to haul it in. A rare drop from his favorite target makes it 3rd down. They just get it off. Jackson in trouble. Able to get away. There goes Lamar Jackson for a 1st down.
Patrick McCary is going to step on Justice Hill's foot. This is one of the things running backs and tackles have to talk about in that situation. He's looking back at Josh Uche because he just missed his blitz pickup, and he gets right in the position where Patrick McCary comes back, and hopefully he's okay.
This is a big deal for Baltimore, Darryl. Daniel Fa'alele, the rookie, comes in. He's the third tackle. Again, they're without Ronnie Stanley. Misses his third game with the ankle issue. They run behind him with J.K. Dobbins getting just a couple. And you've touched on it. This Baltimore team knows what it wants to be. They've been the #1 rushing offense in the league over the last 3 years. They just haven't been able to, partly because of those injuries early on. Lamar Jackson accounts for more than 60% of the rushing yards.
Yeah, and let's add another dimension to that. It's the challenge with guys out with injury, but I also think the way that the offseason and training camp is structured now, if you're a team that leans on the run game, it's hard to really get season starts. And you add the injuries on the Baltimore for that.
Yeah, Drake and Davis and Hill, 0 broken tackles for the running backs over the first 2 games. Here's a dump off to Andrews. His first catch goes for a first down. Juwan Bentley tackles him after 17 yards.
And that's not just Baltimore. You talk about an offense, you're going to have a ton of broken tackles. You're going to have a ton of yards after contact because you've got to worry about Lamar Jackson and everything he brings to that QB running game. And then you add that physical style that Greg Roman rolls out at you. It's tough to combat both items.
Fake to Justice Hill. Jackson zips one. Andrews again. First down to the 25. Mark Andrews took it to another level last year. I mean, he's been a good player, but then last year catches 107.
And really taking it to the next level. I think he's so much better throwing the football this season.
Jackson coming off that 318 yards passing, 3 touchdown performance. Hands it off here to J.K. Dobbins. Has a bit of a seam, gets tripped up by Dietrich Wise Jr. So Dobbins, who as a rookie in 2020 ran for more than 800 yards, looked like he was going to be a huge part of the future. Then he misses all last year with a devastating knee injury that wound up being a lot worse than they initially thought. 2nd down and 5. Patriots bring in pressure. Jackson throws high for Andrews, who bails him out with a one-handed grab and a first down on his 3rd catch of this. More pressure. Jackson slides up and goes down. Dietrich Wise gets to him.
They're almost the entire game.
Yeah, what rotation. You saw McCary getting on the cart